Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Welcome back to our Ramadan series on how we can earn the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is our 30th episode, and in this episode we are going to look at one important quality that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves, which is independence. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves independence. When we say independence, what do we mean? These are the category of people who try to strive for themselves even if they do not have. We have learned from our previous video how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loved the strong believers than he loved the weak believers, and we also understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves the people who give rather than those who receive. Independence literally talk about the people, those believers who strive to be in the giving part than the receiving part. Independence are a category of believers that give rather than receive. Our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned that Inna Allaha yuhibbul abd al-fakir. Verily, Allah loves a servant who is poor, mutahaffif, yet maintain a sense of dignity. This is to tell us that if you find yourself very poor, you shouldn't put yourself in a vulnerable position. People who don't push themselves to beg, and even if they have family, they should strive to maintain a position without begging anyone. Our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has taught us to always seek refuge from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from poverty and from hardship, difficult situation, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says he loves the people who keep trying even in the most unfavorable situation they find themselves, to maintain their independence as much as possible. And again, a sense of independence and reliance is something that we need to put in our mind. During the time of Prophet, the companion pledged to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that they wouldn't ask anyone for anything, and they took it so seriously to that extent that when they are traveling and they leave something behind, they wouldn't ask anyone for help or to pick it up for them. Subhanallah. When we say being independent, it doesn't mean Allah didn't say that you should die in silence. If you are suffering, you shouldn't seek for help, but he doesn't want you to have it in mind to psych your mind of being dependent on people. He loves that aspect of you being independent. Keep trying and then praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to overcome all that you are going through. To pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect us from laziness and from inability, and also protect us from hardship and from poverty. With that being said, let's look at the very important pieces of advice Angel Jibril gives to our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He says that know that nobility of a believer is standing in prayer at night. It's not the things that other people endowed on us. That's not the nobility of a believer, and it's not also the award that is given to us, nor the world recognizing you, but it is standing up in prayer at night. It makes you distinguish yourself on the side of Allah. It's not any award that the world gives you or any recognition on that. That's the nobility of a believer, subhanallah. Furthermore, a believer's sense of dignity lies not in need of people. You should strive as much as possible to stay independent, whether it is financially, emotionally, physically, or any form. Of course, if a believer finds himself in a situation where he needs help, he should go and seek for help. This is not to say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to suffer in silence. No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't want you to psych your mind to being dependent on people or to be reluctant and become helpless. Can't do anything for yourself. He wants you to strive even in the difficult times when you know your solution is in waking up to pray the night prayers. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never allow us to be in need of people but Him, and to make us people who always strive for goodness and strength, and make us the people who are independent at all time. Allahumma amin. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. I'll see you in my next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.